Hello people of the earth and welcome to QuickSave TV. Yes, Diablo 3 is finally out and I'm not really halfway through the game, but good lord, it's very loud. Okay, made it a little lower. Cool, I have some equipment already. I'm playing from my friend's account because I'm still waiting for my game to get from Amazon, and my friend had a big problem with his game. It actually did not arrive on time. It actually arrived on time, excuse me, but he downloaded the game and he had some problem with downloading. Because of that, he had to restart the downloading process from all over, from the start, and yeah, big pain in the ass. And since then, he just gave me his account and I was live streaming it for a little bit, right? It was really hard because the Skype would really lag a lot, and yeah, it would just, then it would start commentating what I would see to give him general impression. He never played the beta and he was really interested to see what the game is about and etc. And he is waiting now. He was like, you know, before the game came out, he'll be like, oh Mike, what are you waiting for it? You know, it's gonna come out, we're gonna look at it, you know, it's just Diablo, what's the problem with it? And now, last 3 days, he kept bombarding me with messages of the sort such as, oh my god, Diablo 3 comes out, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I have to make all the preparations and etc, etc. It was so funny, really. And he pre-ordered the game from Russian service plati.ru, which means essentially buy.Russian. And anyway, and he paid for the digital copy of the European Diablo, essentially, because in Russia it comes out on June, and it's ridiculous, right? It's half a month later, almost a month later. You know, who will be able to wait for a month? And so he paid for the game. He got a club, we don't really need it. It's his account, so I'll probably have to transfer somehow my shit to my another account once I get it. But right now I just want to, like, let me apologize first for these bashes. I didn't close my door, and my neighbors feel that right now it's an essential time to do something crazy, so I apologize for this wackedness happening. And before I actually get the game myself, I would like to get a general feel of it and actually get adjusted to the game so that I can publish interesting content, including but not limited to tutorials, playing with Mike, and etc, etc. Whatever it comes to, you know. Would like to make an interesting content for you because I was anticipating for this game. I love the game, and you know, I love Diablo series as such, especially the first game. And I would like to just go ahead and make a lot of content about it and just have a lot of fun, because right now I have fun, but I'm trying to also commentate and there's too many things to tell you and I don't know what to start with. Enjoying the moon physics of the Barbarian. I will probably be making videos in 720p, just as established now. I'm making all my videos in 720p, and it's, you know, it looks much better in 180 on my monitor, especially when your monitor is such, you know, as big as mine at least. Mine is 24 inches, it's a widescreen 16:9, and yeah, you know, it looks much better. I mean, obviously, if you can have a computer which will be able to run it. The lag is not too horrible. The general lag would be 140 ms, which I can survive, you know, it's great. Very, very good compared to the beta servers where we would have the lag of how much? Easily 300. On the best times I would have 300 lag, right? It would be my best possible lag. Right now I have much lower lag and stuff. And I keep exploring all the possible parts of the level like a fool, because I'm afraid to lose something. Because the items I get right now will be crucially important till the rest of the game. You know that, right? So yeah, you understand me. Yeah, bows and etc. One minus I have been able to encounter right now is that there's no secondary set for items. There's one set for weaponry for you, for your character available, and I would like to have another additional set. Like, for instance, to have my normal barbarian fighting suit, right? My barbarian weaponry. But at the same time, I would like to have some bows or whatever. Maybe a two-hander, or, you know, just to have more approaches to combat whenever I go in, you know, charging combat, to have additional opportunities. 25% additional magic and gold find, which is great. Didn't help me much. Hallelujah. More gold, already made 3000 gold. Auction house is partially banned. I mean, it will be working eventually in half a month, and the gold transactions will be available later on for real money. And real money auction house is not implemented fully yet. It still is not in the game. I mean, there is a switch in auction, and yes, it was the first thing I checked. Okay, there is a switch for it. However, there is no. It just says it will be available at a later day. Yeah, you'll have to live without it, basically. And yeah, I would like to see it implemented as soon as possible. But again, you know, not a big deal. Can live without it for now at least. And I don't know when you're gonna watch this video because I have a lot of content to upload. We have finished the Quick Save FM podcast number 2 with the Coffeeholic, and I have to upload it as well. It all takes a lot of time and stuff. I will probably upload it in very low resolution so that you can just listen to the voice, and yeah, it's just a lot of uploading, and my internet is worst in the universe. So yeah, and of course, if you are excited about the game just as I am, you know, it's great. It's finally out. We have been waiting for a while. I've pre-ordered my game essentially 2 years ago, and yesterday my item was dispatched from Amazon Co. UK, and it's just great. Really excited to get in the game. And until I actually got the game, I'm playing on the account of a friend, of my best friend, and yeah, you know, it's something. While he's like, oh my goodness. And I kept torturing him a little bit. I would be like, oh my goodness, skeletons, they look so awesome. Look at these bones, new shaders, new animations and graphics. He's like, you're a bastard, you knew that. I'm like, oh yes, I do. That's so enjoyable to troll your friend when he cannot play the game he was waiting for a lot. You know, not that I wasn't waiting, but I had so much work to do that I didn't have time to miss it. And there were other things on my mind also. There have been some difficulties. Oh, achievement earned. He asked me not to earn any achievements, but excuse me. Destroy 50 tombstones. Okay, got it. Okay, rotting coffin. Yeah, okay, we've done here. We can essentially continue here. Good, grave buster. I would of course like to make some tutorials about Diablo, but I'm not really confident that tutorials will be something particularly useful for such kind of game. I mean, for some specific things, yes, but not generally, and we already know all specific mechanics. People who have been following the game, they already know all of these mechanics, and I really don't know, but I could go ahead and talk about different things, and of course reviews of patches, what I think about the changes that came, and yeah, just generally the understanding of what's happening. I would be glad to make the heads up for you guys whenever new patches come out, so that I can actually give you my feedback and opinion and impression on what actually changed, how big of a change is that, was it necessary, and how will it impact the game. And once the PvP comes out, of course PvP commentating would be a lot of fun, because it just seems like something unusual to me, you know, to commentate the PvP on Diablo. Never did it before, and I would like to try. I would love to try. Cemetery of the Forsaken. Going inside. Yeah, that's right. All of these things you see right now were available in beta, so you essentially don't watch something out of the extraordinary. Except for a barbarian with a dagger, which looks kind of stupid, but yeah. Except for that, it looks great. Plays great. Great responsiveness from the engine, and overall quality. However, I have not seen any say, oh, Lucius the Depraved, Thief of Corpses. This is time for you to die. Look, a lot more stuff. Never seen that before. Banner Sigil. What do you mean never seen this before? Why? Summary. Kill one of the following unique enemies. Oh, okay. Kill 15. Kill, okay, so this Gravedigger log. Let's listen.
He brought many nobles with him, and nobles, hardly enough, want noble crypts. So I showed up with my shovel, thinking to make easy profit by digging a few holes. There's no stupid days in me around here. Now, I eat, sleep, and breathe dirt, it seems.
Interesting. Okay, so there's additional lore. You see it changed a little bit the design of the lore reading. I wouldn't say for the worse, but I could care less at the same time. I mean, it was fine before, but now we can actually read it simultaneously as we listen to it. Very nice. We have journal, we have list of stuff, and we have the quests. Again, you know, very simple. Very nice design generally in the game. There's additional cinematics which were not present inside the beta, obviously. But these cinematics which I've seen so far, they tell the character's story, and they're not necessarily very impressive. I mean, they're interesting, but that's it. They're not like, oh my goodness, cinematic. They're like very simple and stuff, you know. So that's something that we've never seen before, and they're easy to make again, you know, they're just sketchy kind of cinematics, but it's still very interesting to listen to characters' impressions and opinions on the topic, on the subjects, and what's happening. Teleporter. 200 hit points, what the hell will you? Die. Die. Good. Die. We got him. Got some stuff. Broad axe of somethingness. Good crap, look at that. Gonna move this thing, new lore.
Humans have been known to devour their own young when no other nourishment is available. Their offspring, the imps, sometimes manage to flee and band together with other demon spawn. They rove in vicious packs, ready to descend upon the unwary traveler and rip his body to shreds with their tiny, needle-sharp teeth.
Oh, he dodged it, you seen that? What an asshole. Okay, so you heard about the imps now. Very interesting to listen to some lore. For me, it's actually a break a phase in which I can actually go ahead and think about what I have to say to you in the next. These guys are knockbackers, okay? Knockbackers are annoying because they generally like to knock you back half of the map away, and sometimes, well, because of the way game operates, you cannot die because of that, but it's still kind of annoying because as you are just exiting the knockback, you cannot move very fast for a period of time. It makes it quite difficult to deal with some enemies, but especially if these guys are ranged with knockback. Imagine that. I mean, yeah, I didn't met a ranged character with knockback yet, but some of them poison you, right? And if they knock you back and you cannot attack them, essentially they deal 3 damage to you while you cannot actually hit them. And I like how they actually come in packs, and I said actually like 300 times actually, and I hope you enjoyed the word actually and the way I pronounce it, actually. Speaking of which, some of them are spawning in packs, some of them spawn alone and they have more hit points. When they're spawning in packs, they each individual have less hit points, but there's a lot of them, right? But at the same time, when they spawn alone, there's like one of them, which is very difficult, and there's some additional creeps on sides to it which support him in combat, and they're actually called minions. I said actually again, shit. They are called minions of this specific creep type, and it's fun. And okay, there's no... Okay, wrong crypt. Let us use the thing. Oh, animation did not pass. Too bad. Too bad, and we'll keep going. Good, inventory is not too full yet. We're getting some blue stuffs. Stop bashing stuff, assholes. I'm trying to record here. And then we go... Disturb some dead people. Buried specifically with their armor, of course. I mean, what else? What else to put in a shrine? Okay, damage taken reduced, excuse me, by 25%. Still have this shitty cuff. Do not have any more problems with my health except for cuff, but cuff is still pretty much annoying. I also turned on the displaying of the enemy hit points to make it a little bit better for myself. I like it more. I like the bunch of numbers on the screen. Oh, look at this, they were inside his body. Wow. What a faith, right? Being sewn inside of the bastard's body. Okay, good. So, as we continue, we see that the game bolsters different various effects, and it looks quite cool. This light above your head looks very stylish. I like how it holds true to the Diablo thing. You cannot turn the camera actually. It's, you know, it's fun. It's a good old game. Feels the same way. Feels a lot to me like Diablo 1, just because I didn't really enjoy Diablo 2 as much. I did beat the game a couple of times, but I did not enjoy it as much as Diablo 1. For some reason. Maybe I could elaborate on that in the future, but right now I'm not really ready to give a speech about it, because they're too complex to compare, and any rushful kind of comparison will end up meeting hatred or a negative feedback from the audience, and I just don't want that, because if I give an opinion why I actually don't like the old game, the new game compared to the old game, I better give a good example, right? Because everybody loved Diablo 2, but some people such as myself enjoy Diablo 1 a lot more. Or just more. They were both great games, but they were so different, and something about Diablo 1 I liked more. Now anyway, as you can see, it plays the same way. There's crowds of monsters, each individual is not too strong, but when there's many of them, and when you're actually tied in combat with some specific foes, others might misuse it against you and deal a lot of damage to you while you cannot retaliate. And that makes it fun. What is intelligence though? Attribute for witch doctors and wizards, increases damage, okay, increases resistances by 1.4, okay, I'll survive without it. Stop running away. One interesting thing, the character speed feels a little bit lower than it was in beta. Maybe I missed one of the beta patches, didn't really monitor it too well lately. And yeah, it just generally feels a little bit slower. Again, we have 4 hotkeys right here for our different abilities, one attached for a potion with 30-second cooldown. And then we have two additional buttons on left and right mouse button, which are your primarily attacks and like secondary, like Hammer of the Ancients. Very good example, works very well. Works charms. It's like essentially additional boost of damage on one specific target right now, like when you need it. Attacking ability. There's a lot more to it. You can use it to attack bosses while being outside of their vicinity, so that you don't get direct damage, which would be horrible. Even simple mobs sometimes deal a lot of damage, right? Let's just not even talk about bosses. Bosses are so strong. Some of them will be able to deal so much damage to you that you will be nearly dead or actually dead. So you will want to avoid it in the future. So these abilities, that's when they come handy. They become your sort of tactical attack, which you can use in order to attack enemies from afar and to not suffer any retaliation from them. Again, a great shout out for Atako Forgako, a great friend from Russia who gave me his account in order to play the game. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much, buddy. Yeah, I'm not sure you're gonna watch it, but you know, the fact remains the fact. Yes. The faces of people who support me shall be known to the world. I'll make sure of that. Or names, rather, not faces. Ta-da-ta-tam. Keep bashing some random monsters. And just so this video does not get too long, I'm gonna go ahead and cut at this point. I thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the video and my commentary. Stay tuned for more content about Diablo and other great games. This has been Mike Pushkin with QuickSave TV. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, I think I said it anyway, yes. And of course, watch other videos on the channel. Have a greatest day and enjoy Diablo 3 if you are playing it. If you don't, go ahead and watch my videos and get familiarized with it. Bye bye. Specifically, I need some female characters, and I do not know any female close to me that would like to participate in voice acting. Shit! Need to initiate my womanizing skill and get some crew, okay? Get myself some crew. You also have a Swiss bank account to which you want to accumulate your personal money as an El Presidente, because you're the one who's uncorrupt and unwavering in his or her intentions to improve the quality standards of his people.